Sound Production.
Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Welcome to tonight's stream. I know it's been a minute since I've done a stream. I think it was like, 5 days ago? But I'm definitely glad that I'm doing the stream now because I am still slightly hungover. I'm gonna be real. Like, I went crazy with the family when it comes to the booze. All right, we got lit as fuck. But I've recovered and I want to talk to you guys about what's going to be happening in 2024. Like, what is my predictions? What and based on the evidence that I have, what is going to happen this year? This is going to be pretty hilarious as well. Because I already know that you guys gonna have the most fucked up comments, but I'm all for it. And on top of that, if we have time, I want to do a call-in stream as well. But I'm only doing it with people that I can trust. If I don't know you, unfortunately, I'm not going to add you. It is what it is. All right. Join my stream more often, then I'll be able to let you call in. But if your name, if I cannot recognize your name, I'm not going to choose you to call in. All right, because more and more crazy activity these days with a bunch of people, aka glowies, are trying to do their best to take down channels. So it's nothing personal. It's just that I don't know you. But let me go ahead and see who's in the chat. All right, of course, I see Gatekeeper. He's giving shout outs. He said to Hammerhand, Undead Chronic, Ribby the Party Frog, Riker the Biker, Rishi, Sir Udis, the Grey Ghost, Chid Chaz, Mac the Snapper, Manic the Mechanic, and the list goes on. God damn, you just pretty much listed the entire warband. But thank you very much for the shout out, man. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Because once again, we're going to be starting off 2024 on a clean slate. And after I'm done shouting you guys out, I do want to talk about the future of this channel. But let's go ahead and continue. I see Brothers of Light. He says AUU. I don't know what that means, but hey, what's going on, man? 1776 says, what's up, Yeetus? And 2024 is going to be really bumpy. It is definitely going to be very bumpy. I'm gonna see how far I can get to try to explain why. Because since it's 2024 now, you already know that these platforms are going on hyperdrive to try to censor the truth. So let's see how that goes. White Void, what's going on? He says, in the gym, going to check the stream late. Hey, it is what it is, man. Going to the gym is way more important than my stream, man. Go get those motherfucking gains. And then when you return, go ahead and listen to all the nonsense I'm about to fucking talk about. But hey, hopefully you hit your PR, bro. Hopefully. Kerbo says, anyone made 2024 bingo cards? Not yet, but I'm gonna see if I can have members of the warband create a bingo card. That's actually a great idea. Whoever gets bingo, they'll definitely get a prize. If not from the warband, at least from me, you'll definitely get a prize. Like, damn, they definitely predicted all this stuff. I see Alex King. He says, evening, gentlemen. I see Sam Fisher. What's going on, bro? Gem Power says, what up, Griggers? Hey, all the Griggers in the house doing their thing. IY fan says, Happy New Year, Yeetus is going to be a tough one. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy. Like, honestly, I think the information war between the Democrats and the Republicans is going to be at an all-time high. It's going to be so bad, it's not even funny. In fact, I've caught a few of them already using AI for their campaign. And unfortunately, I can't look it up because it's various ads that are on YouTube. So I don't remember the name, but they are definitely using AI right now. So I wonder how far they're willing to go. Cesspool with the shill. He says, Cash App / Sir Udis. If you want to support your boy, the link is on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Udis, or you can super chat. Once again, it does not matter. Okay, it's up to you. If you feel that I am worthy of your investment, you guys were way too kind in December. I was flabbergasted. I was like, oh my God, people are throwing super chats left and right. And then my last stream, people are throwing Cash App donations left and right. I was flabbergasted, but definitely humble. Definitely. Because since it's 2024, best believe sometime in January, you guys will be seeing new art. I have to change this shit. I have this shit for over, no, I wouldn't say over 2 years, but close to 2 years. I think it's time for a change of art. So if you guys decide to donate, best believe it will definitely go towards me getting an upgrade from the art that I have right now that you see on the screen. But at the end of the day, any donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. I see For No Reason, what's going on? I see Lucius, he says good evening. Yes, good evening to you as well. I see Brothers of Light, he says American hypocrisy, claim to be against racism while supporting the slave labor in African nations and genocide in Gaza. Virtue signaling always was BS. Yeah, it was always BS. It was always BS. They do a great job to hide their obvious priorities when it comes to countries. They do a good job to hide that from the public. So that I think is very impressive. But people who are actually paying attention and actually putting 2 plus 2 together is like, huh. As soon as something happens over there in the Middle East with their big old buddy Israel, Ukraine is all of a sudden forgotten. When was the last time you heard about Ukraine on the news? I see Gem Power. He says, even if you leave YouTube, I stay as a member here. See, I won't completely leave YouTube. Like personally, I think I will just do videos 2 times a week. And not just any video. I really want to do like a high quality video. Something I can do in like 7 to 10 minutes. I think that's good enough. It's a lot easier than rambling for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Because when I start rambling, that's when shit gets real and then I get in trouble. Oh shit. Okay. Everybody's pretty much here. I notice you guys, Wolf's Bane. I see Bounty. I see Saint. You know, he says, hey Yeet. I see Dom with the Puniti Gents. Happy New Year. Feral Ravage, what's going on? I think I got pretty much everybody at the moment. What did I want to talk about first? Because I definitely had something. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Let me go into boomer mode to make sure I'm able to put this up. Give me 2 seconds. All right. I want to bring you guys back to this meme. I really do. Because there are various people in 2023, right? Yeah, I know this happened before, like years in the past, especially when we unveiled Cuck Murphy. But for the last year, there are so many fucking conservative men doing their motherfucking best to not lose their puniti to another man, even though it was happening anyway. But what I'm trying to say is they were fighting so hard against the red pill philosophy. They were fighting so hard against men going their own way philosophy. And look at what's happening now. One of the YouTubers I used to like earlier, iDubbbz. He's a cuck. Destiny. Even though he was trying his best, he even went to England to try to fight Red Pill. Became a cuck. Hunter Abalone, which is not surprising, he became a cuck to fucking camels. How do you become a cuck to fucking camels? You might as well take me out at that point, cause ain't no motherfucking way I will let that shit slide. I will not let that shit slide. Hell no. How do you get replaced by a goddamn camel? And this is what I'm talking about, gentlemen. Listen, the red pill philosophy is not based on astrology or the stars or the vibe or some aura. You know, the delusional bullshit that modern women like. They love to say that, right? Love to say that dumbass shit. The red pill philosophy, and I'm talking about actual red pill philosophy, not that PUA, not that chameleon female bullshit. I'm talking about actual actual red pill philosophy. Like OG definition. It cannot be denied. It will never be denied. And 3 people learned the hard way in 2023. Seriously. And at this point, I truly believe that Destiny is B.O.B. Better off blue pill. Because I think at this point, he's still trying to cope. He's still trying to give excuses about how much of a trashy hoe his ex-wife is. Like, I heard like last week or a couple weeks ago, his wife called him in the middle of a divorce. His wife called him to get money. Imagine that, gentlemen. Imagine you are in the middle of a divorce and then your ex-wife calls you to get money. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. See, I'm honestly at this point, I'm glad Hunter Abalone got exposed to be a cuck. I am glad that Destiny got exposed to be a cuck. I'm glad that Adam 22 got exposed to be a super cuck. I'm glad that iDubbbz is the epitome of a motherfucking cuck. Because once again, it just proves that the red pill philosophy is correct. Or mostly correct. Shit. It cannot be denied. This is what I'm talking about. Any young man that's in the chat right now, stop listening to women's bullshit. I repeat, stop listening to women's bullshit. Okay, because it's not going to get you anywhere. It ain't going to get you anywhere. Listen, I don't even ask my own mother about shit that I deal with if I was still dating. But back then, when I was dating, I knew right away I would even go to my own mother. I would much rather ask a sibling. I would much rather ask my father. I would much rather ask the homies of the best course of action when it comes to a certain woman that I am dealing with. Because why? Oh shit. A woman is not a man. Oh my god. Hopefully I'm not giving you heart attacks, but it is what it is. A straight woman doesn't know how to deal with another woman. Because guess what? She never dated a fucking woman. Like, holy shit. That's what pisses me off the most. No, your mom doesn't know everything. No, your mom ain't the fucking smartest person in the world, especially when it comes to relationships. Because guess what? She's a single mother. So put two and two together and actually ask people that really has an idea of how to deal with women, not just women, model women, right? And that's where I come in. The people I was talking about before, they're dealing with women that were in the 90s, in the 80s, right? The youngest person, they were dealing with women in the 2000s. And I'm telling you right now, the women in the 2000s are a million times better than the women in 2024. I repeat, the women in the 2000s are a million times better than the women in 2024. Yeah, I know there's 304s here and there in the 2000s, of course. There's always going to be some hoes. But what I'm saying is, at least the reaction to shame is real. At least the reaction of being held accountable was out there. At least when a woman is called out, she's willing to rectify the situation and cover her shit up and not walking around like a streetwalker back in the 2000s. Now look at what's happening today. Now we got bitches walking around talking about, oh, I got my 8th abortion. Oh, I slept with 38 men and 26 women. Oh, what do you mean that I have a STI or a STD? I didn't get tested yet, but if I did have it, why would I tell you? Yeah, that's literally the mindset of modern women today. I'm not trying to rain on your parade, guys. I'm just trying to keep it real. Seriously. It is that bad out here. It's that bad to a point where, and I'm going to explain right now, there's men, especially black men, right? Because I'm going to keep it real. The passport bros thing wasn't a thing until black men started doing it. And no brokey ass black man is able to travel all over non-Western countries such as Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, Japan, South Korea, etc. Majority of those men have a lot of money. Majority of those men, those black men, are successful. So as soon as say, oh damn, bitches here, especially black women here, they ain't shit. I'm gonna go somewhere else. That's where all the explosion came from on TikTok. Okay? When all the when all the white guys went overseas, nobody batted a fucking eye. Nobody said shit. But as soon as a successful black man saying, hey, yo, this is a waste of time. let me go look overseas. Let me go look somewhere else to see if I can find something better. All of a sudden, you see thousands and thousands of TikTok videos of not just black women, but women in general bitching and moaning and complaining about men getting passports. I'm like, hold up. I thought you were strong and independent. I thought you didn't need a man. I thought that men were obsolete. I thought you were good on your own. But as soon as a man that has his shit together said, "Hey, you guess what? You don't meet my requirements. I'm gonna go over there where the woman actually does what I want her to do, and in return, I'm going to take care of her." All hell breaks loose. Like I said before, and Phil Ravage, he's speaking facts. When white men did it, and once again, I'm not being racist. I'm not being racist. I'm just being honest. When white men did it, nobody said shit. I repeat, when white men did it, nobody batted a fucking eye. But as soon as black men, successful black men, not Pookie and Ray Ray, not Tyrone, I'm talking about men that actually accumulated some financial success and some social status, saying that, you know what, this is a waste of fucking time. Let me go over to Brazil. Let me go over to Colombia. Let me go over there to Philippines or Thailand or whatever it is. Do you know what's the crazy part? It wasn't just black women complaining. It was a variety of women complaining. White women, Asian women, Mexican women. What I mean by Mexican, I mean Hispanic. Seriously, like no fucking joke. You can look it up on TikTok right now. It wasn't just black women bitching and moaning. It was literally a whole plethora of women bitching and moaning about black men going overseas, which is insane to me. It is insane to me. The audacity of these bitches thinking that they always have a one leg up on black men, because a lot of black men, which is true, they're not doing the greatest when it comes to the financial standpoint. But there's a lot of black men that are doing phenomenal. They're doing amazing in the financial department. So all these women, they didn't bitch about white men going over to Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Korea, Japan. They didn't bitch about that at all. But as soon as black men are like, oh damn, I can go overseas and I can be treated like a king, say less. All these women, they just fucking blew a fuse. They just went crazy. That should tell you something, gentlemen. That should tell you something, especially going to 2024. Don't let these women gaslight you, guilt trip you, trying to fucking use the shaming language on you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because they had plenty of opportunities to get with one of these guys, but they never took that. Because guess what? When they're in their prime, right? When they're in the prime, which I will say 18 to 24, they call these very same men lame. They call these very same men boring. They call these very same men too nice. They call these very same men pushovers. They call these very same men, hey, he doesn't really satisfy me in bed. He doesn't give me any excitement. He doesn't want to do any arguing. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to beat up a dude that want to look at my ass. That's literally their mindset. When they were in their prime, they did not give a fuck about dudes that wanted to have success because they were too focused on being agents of chaos. They wanted the drama. They needed the drama. They craved the drama. But as soon as you as a man is unable to keep her attention, keep her satisfied, keep her satiated when it comes to drama, oh yeah, she's definitely looking somewhere else because I'll say a lot of model women, they're very used to drama. They grew up around drama. So when you as a man, want to have a household that has nothing but peace and quiet. It has a routine. Everything is good in the neighborhood. You're probably out there on your porch sipping on some good drink. All of a sudden, she's too boring for you. No, you're too boring for her. My bad. And she wants to leave you for somebody else, drug dealer, prisoner, a fucking, I don't know, the mafia. I know I got really off topic, but at the end of the day, gentlemen, Destiny, he should have learned a lesson, but I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Hunter Abalone, I know he learned his lesson, but he's trying to cover it up very motherfucking quickly. For example, I already know what happened when it comes to Chaz when he went over and paid a visit to Destiny. Not Destiny. Chaz paid a visit to Hunter. He took down the stream. That's what happened. When Chit and Chaz made a visit to Hunter Abalone's stream, he took the entire stream down because he's that much of a bitch. Chin Chaz says he deletes every stream though. What stream? Wait, does he really delete every stream? That's crazy. What the fuck? Is he really that embarrassed? Is he really that much of a bitch boy? God damn. That's crazy. Gem Power, that was a great raid. I wasn't there unfortunately, but I heard that it was a very successful raid. Hunter hid behind his new girlfriend. Of course he has a new girlfriend. In fact, didn't Hunter Abalone switch to conservative again? He was conservative before. Then he switched to being like a Democrat or a liberal. And ever since he got cucked by a camel, he decided to become a conservative again. Do. Oh, my bad. Just some random guy with the $2 donation. He says, Brazil is turning woke, brothers. Be careful. Wait, just some random guy. How is Brazil turning woke? Are you able to explain that to me right quick? But thank you very much for the donation. Thank you very much. Feral Rabbit says black men's relationship with their women are different from white men and their women. The black community is a hyena matriarchy, and these masculine, arrogant 304s think they own black men. Feral Rabbit, why you gotta be so motherfucking base? Goddamn, as a black man myself, you're speaking facts. Seriously. You don't even know the woman. You don't even know the black woman. But She wants to dictate how you move as a black man. Ain't that some shit? Dr. Fourth Wall, what's going on? He says, hello, Yeet. What's going on, Fourth Wall? I am just chilling, enjoying the evening of New Year's. Got the boys here. It's a great time. IY fan, he says, Sir Yeetus, many leftists delete their streams because they don't want to get banned from for people spamming the N-word or World War II German stuff. The very things they do to try and strike other channels down with. I think that's what you're trying to say. And I completely agree. I agree. Because I can see Hunter Abalone doing a bunch of reporting, try to take your channel down for a lot less. Do. Let's see if I can. No, I'm gonna go over here. All right. Hey, do you guys remember her? You guys remember her? The real Femme Sapien? I'm sure you guys don't remember her because she fell off the motherfucking map. And we called this shit a long time ago. We call this shit. It's all these women that, as long as I look pretty, all these men are going to give me their money. But as soon as the next pretty woman walks by, they become irrelevant. For example, Real Femme Sapien has 182k subscribers, which that is a lot of subscribers. But when it comes to her recent videos, 3.7k views, 2.8k views, which is 3 months ago, 5k views, which is 4 months ago, 7.9k views, which is 7 months ago, 5.2k views, which is 8 months ago, 5.4k views, which was 8 months ago, 3.k views. So you guys pretty much get the gist. She fell off the motherfucking map. And we try to tell all these men over and over again. You really think that these bitches give a fuck about you? You really think that these bitches honestly give a fuck about your well-being as a man? Because if she did, she will still be talking about male issues. Once again, she will still be talking about male issues. I tell people over and over again, listen, I don't give a fuck if I only get a $5 donation, $1 donation, or I get no donation at all. All right? I give a fuck about men today. I give a fuck about the future of men. Because I already know the upcoming next generation, what's it called? Generation Alpha, they're on their way up to become men. So I don't give a fuck about the donations or not. I greatly appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. But it is not necessary for me to put out some very important topics that young men or men in general should learn about. But no, as soon as she got washed up, she's just talking about the most random shit that I've ever seen. This is what I'm talking about, gentlemen. If you're the 1 or 2 youngins that are on my stream right now, stop trusting these bitches, bro. Stop. God damn. They're not your friend. They don't want to be your friend. They want to have access to your wallets. POAs as well, but that's besides the point. I'm talking about these chameleons, these females that comes to our space thinking that they know all the answers to male issues. Use your brain. Does that sound stupid to you? Because it really does sound stupid to me. How are you gonna let a whole motherfucking female come to a male dominated space and let a goddamn female tell you what to do as a man? Seriously. Cause if you fall for this shit, sorry, you kind of deserve the fucking being bamboozled. Like you deserve that shit. You really do. And she's not the only one. There's plenty other chameleon channels out there that fell the fuck off. Because guess what? They don't have their own original ideas. They don't have their own type of content that actually benefits men as a whole if they want to invade the manosphere. They just a fucking echo chamber. They're pretty much a fucking parrot just repeating everything that another man says and then says, "Hey, let me put on some makeup and do my hair good and get all your money because all you young men, you guys are too damn fucking horny to realize that I'm scamming the shit out you." Like seriously, bro. And if I hurt your feelings, tough motherfucking titty. Cause you as a man, you should know better. How the fuck you gonna let a whole ass woman tell you how to operate as a man? That is so that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. But Serena's she's making shut up. Shut the fuck up. Majority of degenerates that we have in the United States is because of single mothers. Look it up. I don't gotta tell you, look it up. So if that's the case, how the fuck are you gonna listen to a woman that actually divorced her husband for a person that was higher rank? Yeah. She was married to a soldier, but then divorced that soldier so she can marry somebody that had higher rank than her ex-husband. And you gullible motherfuckers still want to listen to her? Stop that shit. Of course, Chin Chaz, you hurt my feelings, Eunice. Hey, if I hurt your feelings, that means that my words are ringing true, even though I know that you're trolling, Chaz. Oh my god. Like, honestly, there needs to be some type of center, some type of school, or some type of something to send young men to be like, yo, what you're doing right now is so dumb. Letting a woman that never lived a man's life, doesn't give a fuck about what men do, doesn't give a fuck about what men say, unless it benefits her. You're gonna let this woman tell you how to be a man? Honestly, I think she's telling you how to be an obedient slave. Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to do. Let me go ahead and share this again because I know you guys already saw this before, but I wanna play this video again. So this woman, Tara Mack or Tiara Mack, is a state senator for Rhode Island, and this is what she does to get votes for her reelection.
Vote Senator Mack.
Imagine, gentlemen, that is your state senator. That is your state senator. Let's play it one more time before I go on my little rant again. This is what government officials do?
Vote Senator Mack.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. And it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It's not getting better whatsoever. Our government body is shit. I don't know if they're doing this just to troll or they are really that incompetent, but somehow, some way, they still got into office. For example, women voting. I think that's the only way that AOC got into office. Let me ask you guys. AOC, how do you think she got into office? Was it because all these liberal modern women voted her in? Or was it everybody voting her in fairly? Put a 1 if you say that, hey, AOC got in because all these modern feminists. Or put a 2 that, oh, men and women love AOC. And that's a big thing for me, gentlemen. I am pretty much sick and tired of the 19th Amendment. I know it's not going to go away, but my big thing is that women, they primarily base their decisions on feelings, and feelings are fleeting. So if they hear their favorite pop star, such as the Cardi B, Sleepy Joe interview, or if they see some woman having a sob story like, oh, I was a bartender all my life. Oh, I was a waitress. We need to make a change. Of course, she's going to get the votes. Or if any Democrat says that, oh, you will get this free, you get that free, you get everything free. As long as you say free, that's all that matters to majority of women. Don't even try to argue. If you want to argue, I would love to have any woman that's in the chat right now to argue with me. I would love to have that. Listen, unless women are willing to get drafted to war, which I think is going to happen soon, I will never take them seriously. Their voting is a waste of space and a waste of time because they never have to suffer the consequences of voting in the wrong person into office. That's my issue. They never have to suffer the consequences. But us men, we didn't even have a motherfucking choice. As soon as we turn 18, we have to sign the draft form. if you got it in the mail. You had no motherfucking choice. Whether you like the government, whether you don't like the government, they don't give a fuck. You have to sign up to be a cannon fodder if shit hits the fan in the United States. Where is that same energy for the strong and independent women that constantly claim that they're equal to men? Where's that same energy? Oh, wait, the government is doing it on purpose because they know women are very easily to influence on who to put into office. Oh, I'm just saying. Oh, I know I've been speaking like somewhat, a good amount of truth, but it has to be said. I've been doing this for a little over 2 years now, and the shit is just only getting worse. It's not getting better. Gempar with the $5 donation. He says, I identify as a woman. Let's debate cartoons versus anime. What? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We'll see if we can do that after I'm done with the last topic. But thank you for the donation. That threw me off guard. Let's debate about anime, boy. Oh shit. But gentlemen, you have to understand my frustration. I've been there. I've been overseas. I've been in combat zones. I've seen people die. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Volunteer or not, men will have to fight if shit hits the fan. Well, you can fight or go to jail. That's pretty much the choice. So until I see them on the draft letters and actually be sent out the same way as men are being sent out, if the draft actually happens, I will never take their vote seriously. And the fact that people don't know their history. A lot of college women, of course, think that majority of women were for the 19th Amendment. Wrong. Majority of women were against the 19th Amendment. Majority of women were against the 19th Amendment. It was a small percentage of the suffrage women that had this fucking bitter, spiteful bullshit towards men for no fucking reason. Oh, I can do the same thing that men can do. Yet they just ruin a lineage of women for years to come. Techno Mage, he says, yep, look at Ukraine. Men in their 50s are being conscripted. Yes. Yes, since the beginning of the Ukraine-Russian war, men between 18 and 65, if I'm right, they weren't allowed to leave Ukraine. Think about that. They were not allowed to leave Ukraine They had no choice but to fight and die. But yet, millions of fucking women were able to escape to the Western countries. And think, gentlemen, I'm serious. I'm dead fucking serious. Imagine this shit. Imagine that the United States is under attack. The United States let the women go elsewhere. And while you are in the trenches fighting for your life, you are fighting for your life. You are on your way to developing PTSD. She is in the club fucking 2-3 other dudes. Oh, Sir Eudes, why you say that? Because it already fucking happened. That's already what's happening in Ukraine. All these Ukrainian women are coming to Western Europe, going to the United States and shit, and they're already in the clubs, fucking shaking their ass and getting dicked down by Tyrone, by Pookie and Ray Ray. Within the first night. It's not even a fucking date. They're just getting dicked down in the bathroom or whatever it is. Just imagine, your body isn't even cold in the ground. Your body didn't even have a proper burial. Yet your girl is out there getting fucking railed by multiple dudes while you're out there in the combat zone dead. Why don't men want to fight anymore? Oh, I wonder why. K's old fox says, been a while since I've been here. HNY, sir. What is HNY? What is that, Fox? I don't get that acronym. But hey, what's going on, man? Just explain the acronym for me. General nutsax. And Pookie and Ray Ray aren't real men. See what's wrong with them? Listen, women are walking contradictions. Women never in the history of humanity actually had legitimate power until recently. And they have no idea how to deal with it. They have no idea how to use power properly. It's out of control. Don't get me wrong. If they're able to back it up and make their own matriarchy, right? If they're able to make their own city, their own society, all right, kudos to you. Okay, I can't talk shit. But nah, they rely on us for survival. So when it comes to that, you have no room to talk shit. You don't have no room to say a fucking word. So they need to calm that shit down. Seriously. The closest thing that model women knows about hunting is going to the grocery store. That's the closest thing that they know about hunting. Isaiah Welch. So yes, you want to know how women treat military men? Watch the Jarhead and the videotape scene. That shit going on for decades. Well, I've been in the military for 6 years and I have watched Jarhead. I'm telling you right now, it is definitely a horrible feeling. and which is why I took my recruiter's advice to not have any relations with any woman while I am doing my service. And I'm very glad that the recruiter gave me that advice because I've seen it myself on how crazy marriages can be. I was literally in the fucking living room when I've seen an all-out screaming match between the husband and the wife. It was insane, and I was good friends with the husband, great friends. Hell, I bought him a new grill for his birthday. Not that cheap grill. I bought him an expensive grill. I think it was around $200. I best believe he was using that grill at least 1 to 2 times a week. He loved that grill. But when I went over there to play some video games, the wife treated him like shit. I was like, oh my God. Isaiah says, "So yes, thank you for your service, sir." Nah, man, thank you for your support. Once again, it was me just not having any goals at the moment. I'm like, you know what? I'm sure the military would be good. So thank you very much for supporting your boys at the moment, but I'm gonna keep it real at this point. And I'm gonna be completely honest, Welch. At this point, I don't support people join the military. I do not support it whatsoever. Because it's pretty obvious at this point. It's not about freedom. It's not about, oh, protect the enemy, foreign, domestic, and all that stuff. Nah. It's a military industrial complex. I know it's not just me, but it's been happening since what? World War II? It's just that after the Iraq-Afghanistan war, we realized, like, damn, this is actually a waste of time. And I'm dead serious about that. If it was up to me, chat, if it was up to me, I will much rather have the US focus on themselves. I would much rather have the United States focus on themselves. I would much rather the United States close a few military installations. Once again, this is my opinion, just my opinion. I would much rather them close a few military installations and actually focus on what's going on back at home. And they somewhat had that mindset before World War II started. I believe that the US needs to have that mindset again. Because right now, our downfall is we are spread way too far and wide while our own country suffers. All right, chat, one more time. If you want to shill for your boy, right? Go ahead and see the link on top of the chat, Cash App /SirYeetus, or you can super chat. Any type of donation is Greatly appreciated. And once again, I'm loving the interaction that's happening in the chat. I'm loving it. Let me see if I can give you guys one more. So, if you guys are a fan of wrestling, I'm sure you guys know who Chris Jericho is. If you are a fan of wrestling. Unfortunately, Chris Jericho, he fell victim to an accusation that he done horrible things to a wrestler. Like personally, like once again, I don't know if he did or not, but in my opinion, at this moment, I don't think he did it. I don't think he did. I'm just gonna wait until more information pops up. But at the moment, Chris Jericho and AEW under fire following sexual misconduct allegations. January 1st Wrestling News Roundup. And this is the number one thing that needs to be addressed. But before I continue, I'll be back in 1 minute. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of water. I got to stay hydrated, you know what I'm saying? All right, I am back. I want to talk about this, gentlemen, because once again, the Me Too train is returning and is pretty much a trend. I'm sure you guys can agree. The Me Too trend is coming back, and it doesn't matter if you as a man is innocent or not. If the situation looks bad enough, or if they can find anything to try to charge you with, you're going to have some type of felony or you're going to go to jail. It was blatantly obvious when it comes to the Jonathan Majors situation. And I'm sure you guys saw 2 times on my channel. I showed you guys a video what happened between Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend. This is I'm bringing this up, gentlemen, is because I'm trying to say is seriously stay safe. Stay safe, chat. Stay motherfucking safe. If it's not about work, be wary talking to a woman. Be wary. I'm not saying you can't talk to a woman. Just be on guard. And even if you're at work, make sure that you're not alone with that woman at work. Because Chris Jericho, he is not the only one going through this. I gave you guys countless names, and majority of those names, majority of them, it turns out those men were innocent of their crimes. And guess what? Guess what is the most fucked up part about all of this? Those very same men served years in prison. Years. And you have to understand, a man that is falsely accused and then he is found guilty and he is sent to prison, it is a miracle that that man wasn't stabby McStab to death. Because if you guys know anything about prison life, if they look at your papers and see that, oh, you did some horrid things to a woman, you did some horrid things to a child, best believe you are not going to last long. You're not going to last long. So this is why I am making a big fucking deal about false allegations. Because I know for a motherfucking fact, majority of these women that are putting out these false allegations, they know the end result. And they know what may or may not happen to this man if he is convicted and sent to prison. Think about that, chat. Think about that. A woman you barely even know. Fuck that. A woman that you didn't even know in your life can walk up and say, he did this to me. And she is sending you to your death. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And I personally believe majority of women know this. That's why many women, they want to do a false report of domestic violence. They tend to put injuries on themselves. They tend to hit their leg with hammers. They tend to punch themselves in the face, and then just go to the cops and say that you did it. Seriously. And I know there was a video a couple of weeks ago I showed you guys of the football player that's dealing with a fucking prima donna housewife. He couldn't even express his emotions without him being painted as the aggressor. That man couldn't even raise his voice without even being painted. Like, oh, why you raise your voice? I know you did something to her, bro. Put your hands behind your back. This is why I say, gentlemen, when a woman wants to call the cops on you, the boys in blue are not your friend. The boys in blue are not your motherfucking friend. So, if that ever happens, you guys gotta calm down. Don't say shit. Ask for your lawyer. And then see where it goes from there. Don't give them a reason to put cuffs on you. And once again, I'm not saying that all men are innocent. I know there are fucking horrid piece of shit men that does the most disgusted, horrid shit, and they deserve the treatment that they get once they hit prison. Once they go to prison, they deserve that treatment. But how fucked up is it if a woman that's out of spite, that is bitter, or just straight up bored wants to falsely accuse you so she can get attention, and you get the same treatment even though that you were innocent? You get the same prison treatment. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. But what I'm trying to say is, chat, at the end of the day, chat, at the end of the day, 2024 is going to get out of control. Not just because of the dating market, not just because of male issues. Well, it is kind of male issues, but this is going to be a worldwide phenomenon, depending on what's going to happen later on this year, especially when it comes to the 2024 election. Because guess what? If shit pops off, they're going to be expecting all men, me and you, to fix the problem, aka go to war. I know all of you are not going to go to war, but what I'm just trying to say is, of course, with all this discourse, and of course, when it comes to, in my opinion, modern women voting in the most fucked up people you can think of, ruining towns, cities, states, and then they act all shocked that things don't go according to plan. We have to clean up the mess according to them. But how horrid will it be when there's many men that is like, you know what? This is not my problem. This is your problem. You voted that person in. I did not vote this person in. But guess what? She won't be criticized for not laying her life down on the line for something that she voted and believed in. But you as a man, even though that you probably didn't even vote at all, you did not willingly decide to put your own life on the line. All of a sudden, you're painted as a demon. And don't get me started when it comes to China trying to go after Taiwan. Don't get me started with North Korea throwing a shit ton of ICBMs over Japan. Don't get me started with Israel doing the craziest shit against Palestine. I think it's Palestine. I don't know. And on top of that, Yemen, Syria, who was the other country that was? It was Yemen, Syria. Which country was the main problem for the US? I forgot. But there's various countries in the Middle East that's gonna aggravate the fuck out of the US. So I know eventually they're gonna try to get involved. And yes, thank you very much. It is Iran. It is Iran. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. All these countries are doing the craziest shit. And now, if the US get involved, guess what? Us fucking withdrawing from Iraq and Afghanistan, that was a waste of time at that point. That was a waste of time, waste of equipment, waste of money, waste of all that. We withdrawn for what? And I'm still trying to figure out that question because I still believe that Sleepy Joe with he withdrew the military personnel just so that he can get under Trump's skin. That's it. He didn't give a fuck about the soldiers. He was just doing that to make his own image look good. But that's just my opinion. But that is only a minuscule of things that I have addressed today that you guys need to be prepared for. Because who knows what's going to happen next? Who knows? Oh, Sir Yidis, why are you saying that you don't know? Well, I guess because half the population doesn't know what a woman is. Yeah, that's pretty much why. They don't even know what the fuck a woman is. So that's very concerning in itself. But gentlemen, I really do want to talk to you guys. The last cash app that I got is from Midnight Sun. I don't see a note, but thank you for the cash app donation. I definitely appreciate it. I will go a lot longer, but my hangover is kicking in because I'm staring at this bright ass screen right now. I did say that I was going to stop streaming in December, but I'm going to stop streaming in January because I definitely was lazy as hell and I did not set up any alternate accounts for you guys to join. So at least by the end of this month, I will definitely have a couple of channels in different social media platforms that you guys can go to. Because at this point, I am very done with YouTube. Very done. I'm sick of it because I've been saying the same thing for how long? Hammerhand, Chronic, Sandman, all these other people. I'm still surprised that I reached 13,400 13,400 subscribers. I'm still surprised that I reached that far. But at the same time, I believe I should have been a lot farther. But of course, YouTube doesn't like content like ours where men get together and actually talk about porn shit. Have you noticed that? They don't like men getting together and actually talk about things that are really important to not only male issues but society as a whole. Just think about that, gentlemen. Oh yeah. Best believe by the end of this month, Rumble will be created. Rumble will be created. I just want to make sure that everything's good to go, so there's no like technical issues or nothing. I don't think I even need a month. Just give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And whoever still wants to watch me, go over there to Rumble. You guys will actually hear what I want to say. Like, no filter whatsoever. Yeah, I got 13,400 subs, but out of all of them, how many are truly visiting my channel? So, at this point, I think it's a waste of time. This is why I do live streams, because at least I can see my subscribers having some interesting interactions in the chat. I'd be able to see people's perspectives if I'm wrong or not. So I'll be streaming 3 or 4 more times this month, but after that, RIP this channel. Because even though I had this channel for almost 3 years and I've been working non-stop doing my thing, I lost count on how many live streams I've done. It's time for me to go to a different platform, because ain't no motherfucking way. Think about chat. Think about chat. Think. They let whole naked ass women, no panties, no bra, straight up naked women do some yoga for some educational purposes. But I cannot talk about male issues. I lost 40 subscribers in 1 day. That line has been crossed. It has been crossed. You're going to let a person get butt naked where children are here. There's children on this app. There's children on this social media platform where women are busting it wide open for educational purposes. But when I am truly giving out some educational shit that men should learn from, I'm the bad guy. I'm the demon. I am the one that is making it horrible for everybody else. That in itself should tell you how strong the gynocentric system is in society today. A woman that's butt-ass naked, that, oh, I don't want to be sexualized, how dare you objectify me, yet she's willing to spread that puniti open for educational purposes. She's willing to spread that motherfucker open. But as soon as I tell men, hey, this is my opinion, and based on my opinion, this is what I think that will happen, and this is what I think we should do next, YouTube demonizes me. That's definitely a line that's crossed. But I'm still going to be cruising on YouTube for the next few hours, so I'm going to be around. I think I did enough streaming for today. Oh yeah, I just hit like an hour 30. If you want to support your boy Sirius, link on top of the chat, or you can super chat. All you guys have been very phenomenal when it comes to donation, and on top of that, I've been reading you guys' chat the entire time. even though it kind of got off topic a few times. You guys have some very interesting perspectives. I need to watch this stream again so I'm able to actually get what you guys are trying to say, especially when it comes to IY fan. I'm gonna read everybody else's, don't get me wrong, but this is the reason why I create content. So men are able to actually feel comfortable enough to speak their minds without being ridiculed or without being bitched at. Okay? So I'm definitely going to give you guys a thumbs up when it comes to this. Even though I'm still a bit hungover, I had a phenomenal time on this stream. Phenomenal. And I will say we'll do another stream sometime later on this week. But besides that, you guys are going to see me, around, doing comments here and there on certain videos. So, but regardless, have a very, very happy new year. It is your boy, Sirius. Thank you very much for joining the first stream of 2024. I think I went a little bit too hard, and most likely my stream is going to be bamboozled, but I think it's worth it. Anybody here that is listening, I'm pretty sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. So I think it's worth it. I am out. It's time for me to eat some ramen. Peace.